Welcome back to the channel, guys, for another one. So I'm checking out the don'ts of Poland. You visit Poland, the don'ts of Poland. Okay, guys, yes, so the video is coming from Walter's World. Alright, so the link will be in the description, so you can go in and check out the original video. Alright, guys, yes, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. Or before you leave, you become a part of React and Relax TV. Alright, guys, so let's check this video out.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World. Today we're in Warsaw, Poland for things you don't do when you are here in Poland. And I'm going to get started not even with number one. Before we even get started with number one, I want to start with number zero. The thing you need to know before you come here is don't tell or call the Polish Eastern Europeans. You will not make any friends saying that. If you look on a map, you'll see that Poland is actually in the center of Europe, a little bit north, but it's in the center of Europe. And they like to be called Central Europeans, not Eastern Europeans. So I want to get that one out of the way first because that's probably your quickest don't to really upset people. So remember, don't say Eastern Europe, okay? Now, when you're going to meet the Polish people here, our second, or I guess our first don't for you is don't shake hands or say goodbye over the threshold, like in a doorway. People really don't like that. So either make it choose your side. Are you in the door or are you out of the door when you shake hands and say goodbye? Just one of those little things there. And if you do get to meet some Polish people and they invite you to your home, when you go there, if you see they're wearing slippers or they're not wearing shoes, you don't wear your shoes in the house either. It's kind of rude that way. So just three quick little ones to start off with, just to give you some ideas of hospitality here in Poland. So our next don't for you has to deal with the language. Look, don't underestimate how helpful a few words of Polish will be for you and your visit here, whether you're up in Gdansk, you're down in Krakow or Lublin or wherever, because we all know that no one watching this video probably speaks Polish unless you're Polish by ancestry. And the thing is the Poles know that, and so they learn. They see a lot of people speaking English or German or Russian and stuff like that to help out the tourists. But the thing is, if you know a few words in Polish, it really opens the door. Like, people are really happy, even if it's just like dziękuję, which is like thank you, or prosim, which is please, or piwo, which is beer. I remember I was like, piwo prosim. They're like, oh hey, they were so happy with it, and it really goes a long way to open up to people because. You'll notice that people seem kind of dour and quiet and stern sometimes, and that's one way to open them up, okay? Now our next don't for you is don't worry about busting the bank when you come here to Poland. Poland is an extremely affordable country to visit. Hotels, eating, drinking, all kinds of stuff, making merry. It is really cheap here. Also going to the museums is really affordable as well. So it's a nice place to check out. That's why when you go to Krakow, they get 10 million tourists from, high-end tourists to low income, not low income, but people that are spending a lot of money on tourism because it's not an expensive place to be. So that's kind of a cool thing. Now my fifth don't for you kind of goes along with that cheap eating and drinking. Don't drink in public in Poland.
Oh, that's interesting, and that's good to know that you can go there and don't have to worry about money, that it will be affordable to enjoy yourself and to sightsee and to, go about in Poland. So that's really good to know, it's not a cheap, that is very expensive. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like visiting a country, you'd want to know a few words or a few lines, like something that you could, say in their language, like any country you're visiting, want to know a word or two of their language, so you could relate in some kind of way. That would be good, yeah.
Poland. Look, you can get arrested or fined for drinking in public. Now you see this nice square here. Yes, you can eat and drink at the restaurants and the bars like that, no problem. But if you're going to take some wine or a beer, the local beer, which are pretty good here, and go take that to a park and drink there with your friends, you can get in trouble with the cops. So make sure you do not drink in public. To go along with that, don't forget you need to have an ID with you all the time. If you don't want to carry your passport with you, what I do is I'll actually have my driver's license from home and a photocopy of my passport with my passport locked up back at the hotel, so you do have that, because the cops could ask you for it if they really wanted to. They usually don't bother the tourists, so it's not that big of a deal, but just in case, so you know. Now our next don't for you is don't try to pay with big bills. Now big bills are like 50 swatis or 100 swatis, like 100 or a 50. If it's like under 20, because people ask you, oh, do you have anything smaller? They're always going to ask for a smaller bill. The thing is, when you go to the ATMs, it gives you 50s and 100s. But when you go get a beer or something like that, it's 7 or 8. I'm like, oh, do you have some smaller bills? Do you have some smaller bills? So when you go to museums, you go to like big stores and stuff like that, use the bigger bills there, the hundreds and stuff like that, to break them into 10s and 20s, so then you can go get your little snacks. Maybe you want your little Polish donut, or you want to go get a hot dog or something like that when you're here, or just grab a beer. You need that change, okay? So don't use the big bills here, right? Another don't I have for you is don't forget to tip when you are here. Usually you tip 10 to 15%. 10% is normal, 15% of it's good. But you can look on the menu, and some restaurants already put that 10% on there. I know the place I wait here on the square. Remember, you're not going to bust the bank, so didn't feel ripped off because it was so cheap. The 10% was already included. She was very nice and helpful. I gave her a little bit extra on there. No big deal, okay? And going along with that, when you pay your bill, they'll always ask you to pay with credit card or cash. And if you're going to pay with cash, if you put the money in the little thing and give it to them, don't say thank you, unless you want them to keep all the money, okay? So let's say, you got 110 bill and you give them 150, you say thank you or dziękuję, they'll think, oh, a 40 tip for me, and they'll just walk away with it. You need to tell them, here's this, then they'll bring your change back, and then you leave your tip like that. So you have those things there. What I try to do is just have the tip already there. Now you might tell them, look, I want to pay 140.
Because when you say thank you, it's like you're finished, that's it. Like, maybe that's how they interpret it. Like, you say thank you, that means, okay, that's it, we're finished here. Like, yeah, it's very interesting though, all the don'ts. It doesn't seem like some bad stuff, like the don'ts and the drinking in the park. Yeah, I don't think that, because most places, I don't think they would want to drink in the park, especially a park that a lot of kids visit and stuff like that. So I would understand that for sure. Yeah.
Things there. What I try to do is just have the tip already there. Now you might tell them, look, I want to pay 140, and so they'll just have the tip from there and give you your 10 back if you have 100 and a 50. No big deal there. My 10th don't for you is don't be late. The Poles are actually pretty much an on-time kind of people, like their German neighbors. If you're going to be late to somebody's house you're going to visit, make sure you call or text them or WhatsApp them before, so they know you're running behind, because it's kind of rude to be late when you are here. I mean, I was at the museum this morning, and it was supposed to open up at 10. The guy unlocked it like at 10:01, and people were like, come on, it says 10 o'clock, let's go. So you do have that there, so make sure you are on time. And my last don't for you is don't fall for the nature tourism propaganda in Poland. Look, you'll see lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of tourism videos about the nature of Poland. And there are some beautiful natures here. The Tatras Mountains in the south by Zakopane, when you go skiing in the in the winter. You can go to the Masurian Lakes in the north. It's just beautiful. There's a castle there. There's all kinds of great nature here. But look, if it's your first time to Poland, focus on the cool cities that are here. Krakow is amazing with the town square and the cloth hall and the churches and the Wawel Hill, and you can go out to see Auschwitz and Birkenau, the concentration camps. It's a very moving experience. You can go up to Gdansk in the very north and see that city. It's beautiful. Lublin. Come here and check out Warsaw, and you can get around pretty easy. Don't worry about getting around. I guess would be another one. Don't worry about getting around in Poland. There's lots of buses and trains that go all over the place. It is a big country, so it does take time, but don't be too worried about it. Anyway, those are some of the don'ts we have about Poland. I actually have another don't video just for Krakow, the don'ts of Krakow, which I hope you'll check out.
Okay, guys, that was really good, very interesting. Poland does seem like one of the countries that I would love to visit. Yeah. The don'ts are, recovering from the flu, guys. Recovering from the flu. The don'ts doesn't sound too bad, most of them are like some typical like don'ts, Yeah, so and I always admire the food as well. It just look like something that I would love to taste when I'm there. I would try out a lot of different kind of cuisine and stuff like that, guys, I'm a big foodie, so yeah. I'm very interested. I enjoy just watching this video, learning and stuff like that about different countries, their heritage, their food, everything. Alright guys, yes, I hope you all enjoy this video. Comment down below, let me know what y'all think. Alright, yes, so don't forget to leave love, laugh and to learn. Catch y'all in another video guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.